time in the ceremony, it's time to repeat your vows to one another, your promises that you're going to make for a lifetime. John, I ask you to begin to share your vows with your wife today.
I, John, take you back to my God, to have and to hold and to seek. For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and health, to love, to respect, to cherish, to bless and praise.
Some
May this ring serve as a reminder of my unending love and commitment to you. I hereby seal vows which I have made. I give this ring as a symbol of my constant and abiding love for you. I will love you and care for you with all the strength that God gives me. May this ring serve as a reminder of my unending love and commitment to you. I hereby seal vows which I have made. Please, Pastor Charles.
It's my joy this time to ask God's blessing upon you. And we're still allowing God's blessing on you, my blessing and the blessing of the entire audience upon you. Because this is a wonderful, wonderful day in our lives. Most people don't know the word blessing. The very root word of the word blessing comes from the word happy. It means to be joyful. So if we're asking a blessing upon you, we're praying there's a little joy, peace upon you, and that God will just blessings to us upon you. But I actually don't pray with the peace. Could we ask the brother to move around? And parents, you have some parents to come forward if they will. And then we'll show them.
Now I ask you to join with me in asking God's blessing upon you over the folks. In the name of Jesus Christ, I bless you with the promises of God, which are yea and amen. The Holy Spirit make you healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit, to move in faith and expectancy. May God's angels be with you and protect you and keep you. Be blessed with supernatural strength to turn your eyes from foolish, worthless, and evil things. Instead, may you behold the beauty of things that God has planned for you as you obey His word. I bless your ears to hear the love, the uplifting, and the encouraging, and to shut out the mean and the negative. May your feet walk in holiness, and your steps be ordered by the Lord. May your hands be tender helping hands to those in need, hands that bless. May your heart be humble and receptive to one another, and to things of God, and not the world. May your mind be strong, disciplined, balanced, and faith-filled. God's grace may come in home, that it may be a sanctuary of rest and renewal, a haven of peace, where sounds of joy and laughter grace His walls, where love and unconditional acceptance of one another is consistent. God give you success and prosperity in business and places of labor as you acknowledge and obey the imperative of Scripture concerning the time. God give you spiritual strength to overcome evil one and avoid temptation. God's grace be upon you to fulfill your dreams and visions. May goodness and mercy follow you all the days of your life. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. I bless you in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Those who God have joined together, that no man put asunder. And now, for those who John and Rebecca have consented together in holy wedlock, and witness the same before God and this company, and thereto have given and pledged their faith each to the other, and have declared the same by giving and receiving the ring and by joining hands, and do by the virtue of the authority bestowed upon me as a minister of the gospel, pronounce that they are husband and wife, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. John, you can kiss your bride. That's been a long time.
anything for Johnny boy.
That's good. That's the right attitude.
But go ahead.
All right. Okay. Maybe you thought maybe you wanted to do yours first.
No.
Okay. So tell me, how do you folks know John? Do you know John or Rebecca?
John.
John.
Well, I know John and Rebecca, but I guess friends with John.
And do you have any little special stories about John that you'd like to share?
So this is what this is. Tell it all of John. No, I've actually just known John to be a pretty good guy. He's always seemed to present himself very well.
Do you work with him?
Actually, I have worked with him. He actually was an outsourced company that worked with my company in conjunction with some automation. We both are electrical engineers, so that's how we came in contact. And just happened to be reading his word, which was one of my favorite books, which was James, which that's how we got on the particular topic, and that's how we became friends.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Do you have any words of wisdom for John and Rebecca as they embark on their married life?
Oh yes, I believe they started off on the right foot. They have become friends, which matters a lot in a relationship. And I just say continue to put God first and continue to be friends and treat each other as they would like to be treated. And I'm pretty sure it will work out.
Hey.
Say cheese to the camera, then we're all done, okay?
Looks pretty good.
Okay.
Joe, say cheese. Say cheese, and then we're all done.
Look at the camera and say
Say
cheese,
cheese.
please. Take your hand out of your mouth.
Okay, and
Jill.
put your hand down.
Baby, put your hand down.
Can you keep your hand down?
Yeah, you're obviously not gonna win.
Okay.
Josephine, put your hand down. Say cheese to the camera.
Thank you.
Okay.
I know, but you have
If
to
you
say
want a
it.
flower, you gotta do
You
it
have to say
again.
it.
Okay,
4
looking
times.
right here.
Cheese.
Big smile. Don't blink. Okay, that was nice.
Okay, now
Okay.
you need to look at me.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me who you are and how you're related. Are you friend, family?
Okay, we can. Okay,
Me
you
right
can-
now?
Yeah,
Tell us.
right
okay.
now.
Oh, we're
This is
sister.
the Barbara Walters part of the interview.
This is Angela, John's sister, and I'm John's brother-in-law, Jim, and this is John's niece, Josephine, and Rebecca's niece now too, as you saw in the picture. My daughter was on the couch with Rebecca, as cute as could be. Okay, what else?
Well, do you have any funny stories
Yeah,
about
sure.
them that you'd like to share?
So you guys got tons of funny Hildebrandt stories.
I'm really on the spot. I don't know if I could get going. I'd just
Um,
like to wish them really well. Had a wonderful wedding.
Yeah, it's quite an honor to be involved in the wedding as much as I was able to be involved. And we're looking forward to having visits from them again. Had a lot of fun when they came out to Utah with us. So we just like to give best wishes to John and Rebecca. And we wish them a what do we wish them?
Wonderful honeymoon.
Yeah, wonderful honeymoon. And Angela wants to go to Maui now, so we might have to do that sometime after we have another kid.
So good.
We'll let him go first.
Anytime.
He's gonna-
Try to move it this way. Be nice and look back at the camera. And my son-in-law says, stand up, put your shoulders back. Well, when you've lifted a lot of burdens over the years, carried all 5 children at one time, I mean, not at once, of course.
You're a little lady too.
Anyway, well, they tell me I shrunk. Anyway, my name is Juanita Eichenlaub, and I was married to Bill Eichenlaub, which he passed away in 1997. And it was just great fun being this wedding. It's the most fun wedding I've ever been to in all my years. So that's quite a record. I've been to quite a few. And anyway, I sure wish them all the best for what's coming up in their lives, because John is such a talented young man. And I'm his grandmother. And well, it was just wonderful to be here. And everything tasted good. And surprise, surprise, I didn't know it was the 4th of July too.
Do you have any words of wisdom for John and Rebecca?
Well, I know the Bible says it's the Lord suggests that it's best not to live alone. To choose a wife is the best thing to do. That's one thing. And I'm glad he chose Rebecca. She certainly is a wonderful person. So, that's enough time for talking?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, we're gonna do the picture first, or an interview?
Either one.
Go ahead. Go ahead and do yours if you want to.
Do my interview?
okay.
Are you ready to do it, or you want to do the
Yeah,
picture?
I'm ready for the picture.
What's this all about?
Where am I looking? You?
Okay, try. Okay.
Rolling? Let's see. John, Rebecca, first of all, congratulations. And excited for you guys. You're an awesome couple. And I'm excited that we get to be around you guys and spend time with you. Going to Frosty Boy and the lake and those things. So have a good time in Hawaii. I know you'll have fun. And I wanted to read you guys a verse that I saw some friends of ours, they use these as their vows. And I think it's just a good verse to apply to your lives. This is the kind of attitude you two need to have toward each other. And it's Ruth, chapter 1, and it starts at verse 17. It says, where you die, or let's see, I'm sorry, let me start over here. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if anything but death separates you and me. So that's the kind of commitment you two need to have toward each other, and I know you two will. And that's why you'll be together forever. Thanks.
Okay. Tell me how you know John, who you are, introduce yourself, and how do you know John and Rebecca?
You recording? You rolling? Well, John, of course, you know who I am. Brother, Israel, and Emily. And Emily met John. Why don't you go ahead? How you met John? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember when I met John. I think I met John first at a Christmas get-together, probably.
At this church?
No, at your family.
Okay.
And he let me stay at his house where you were staying, and we just had a nice time getting to know each other. And Stephanie and Troy were just engaged and getting everything together, so that was really fun to get to know your family. And John is such a wonderful man who loves the Lord, and it's just wonderful to be part of the family and to have Rebecca part of the family also.
Yeah. And well, I guess we'll let you go with your questions. We'll film.
Do you have any funny stories about your brother that you'd like to share?
No, nothing.
Censored, huh?
Well, first I want to say that John has been a great example for me to live by and to watch and see how since he was probably how much older is he? I don't know. He's a little bit older than me, so I could look up to him as a big brother, and I think he's a good example for me and everything. So I really appreciate that. As far as any stories, I don't know. It's hard to think of off the top of your head, I guess. But why don't you go on to the next question, and I'll fill in afterwards.
How about some words of wisdom for John and Rebecca as they launch on their marriage?
Well, Emily and I have been married for just over a year now, and so I guess we could speak from a little experience, I guess. But, we've really enjoyed being married for the year, and I know John and Rebecca will, no matter what they do. I mean, they have their sights set on the right things, and I guess. Well, John seemed kind of stressed out at the wedding, so I was just telling him to relax. But just, I think the approach we took probably was just to be able to take things easy and not to, how do I say it, be patient with one another and give each other time. Don't get too critical of each other. I know John and I both can be real picky, I would say to our spouses now, can be real picky about things, and just to relax and just enjoy being married and be flexible and everything. He knows all that, but that's some of the things that came in real handy with Emily and I. I guess I still don't have any stories I can think about. I was busy saying something else, but
I'm sure Billy and Randy have stories.
yeah, we'll leave that to Bill and Randy, I guess.
I can't. My head's not clicking here. I got kids.
chasing them all the place.
Can do the picture first.
Oh, is she running?
We're rolling.
You rolling right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just started talking, so I'm going with the flow.
No, John and I have always been real comical together. We're kind of outgoing personalities, and we're always, ducking it up and stuff, and pulling pranks on each other. And he's been a real, being so much like myself. Him and I have always just been kind of close, I'm really, today is an awesome experience watching them getting married. This is just a big step in his life, and he's finally found the one that he wants to be with, and I know he's been looking for a long time. I'm really happy for him in that manner, and she's just super. I'm just really glad to have her as a sister-in-law. And my whole family got to come for this occasion, my wife and kids, and so that was a real pleasure. So the whole family is together. Do a picture shoot together. And, is there any questions you want to ask me? Or?
Well, do you have any words of wisdom for John and Rebecca?
Yeah, wait till you have kids till you're about 45 years. No, I'll just make that retirement. Just kidding. No. You can. It's a trade-off. There's no question about it with children. I mean, you can have them young, where you can keep up with the kids. Or you can have them when you're older, where you have more wisdom, but you can hardly move. So, but kids are great. I'm sure the Lord will give them the right direction in that area, when they should have children. I personally think they're probably going to want to have children right away. I really look forward to seeing them someday. And but words of wisdom. I thought the minister that spoke the second time, I think his last name was Sparks. Did I get that name right? Sparks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was right on time on his, the words or the way he presented it about marriage, about man being the protector, the house, and the wife being more of the comforter, the nurture, and more the interior of the home. That was just so well put. And of course, we back up scripturally, so that's just the way the big book says it anyway. So it was just super. I got a lot out of it myself. As a matter of fact, Joey Pincinel's here, I see. And we got all kinds of stories. He might have some story. I'm passing the buck. These guys are characters together. His friend Joe. But I don't know. I've always kept John really laughing though. When we get together, I'm usually doing something crazy, and he's sitting there like, blah, blah, blah. But now we've kind of changed roles. He does the crazy stuff, and I'm more reserved because of my kids. So, that's it about it. Thanks.
Thank you. Hold it. Okay, sir, tell me your name and how do you know John and Rebecca?
My name is Joe Pincinel. John and I go way back as kids. Chapel Elementary School, you remember that, John? 5th grade in particular, I remember John tearing down the halls of the school in an electric-powered go-kart. Mini bikes, getting in trouble, all the kids' stuff, swinging from ropes off 30-foot trees, dropping into the swimming pool. How did we make it this long? Must have done something right. Turned out good, John. John and I haven't been in close touch the last few years, so I don't know Rebecca very well yet. I'm sure we'll get a chance to get to know each other in the next few years. Let's see. Wampler's Lake, popular place. John and Tony, big jet skiers out there. We have a lot of fun, so we'll see all you guys out there, I'm sure.
Do you have any words of wisdom for John and Rebecca?
Boy, he's married and I'm not, so I don't think I... Sorry. Take your time. You'll do great, I'm sure, John.
Okay, tell me who you are and what are you doing here?
Tony DeVito. I met John at the 84. No, I think it was before that. I don't know, I just remember him having carburetor problems on his car. Another friend of ours took me over there to help him get it straightened out. But we got his car running, and things just started clicking between me and John, and before you know it, I had him spending money on jet skis and everything else, because they rode mine once and decided he had to have one. John's been a real good friend of mine, and I hope he remains a good friend of mine a long time. I met Rebecca a couple times, and I like her. And John, congratulations, and I hope you guys have a long and happy life together.
Do you have any words of wisdom for the couple?
I'm with Joe. I'm a single man, so he's setting the example for me and Joe to learn by.
Thank you.
Congratulations, John.
Hey, we are rolling.
Start with the back of my head. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Well, hello. This is Big Daddy talking. John and Rebecca, this was a momentous day. From the very first chord of Nathan's piano playing, I was just totally overawed by the spirit of your wedding. I can truly say that in all of my life, I don't think I've ever attended a wedding that was, I like to use the word anointed of the Lord as this wedding. So I'd like to compliment you on the good taste and the great choreography and orchestration and all the planning that you, John, and also Rebecca have put into this wedding. So on behalf of Mom and myself, I'd like to congratulate you, wishing you a most happy trip to Oahu, where, as you remember, your brother Bill got married, and where we all spent a spectacular week traveling all over the place, snorkeling, and then above all, of course, the beautiful trip to the Road to Hana. Remember that? You must go to the Road of Hana with Rebecca because it's such a paradise. So, congratulations, and it was an awesome wedding. God bless you, and good night.
Well, hey, John and Rebecca. Sit on, I don't see a light.
It's on.
So, hey, thanks for the rose. Long drive, but it's worth it. Appreciate it. Wonderful wedding, and Rebecca, you're a beautiful bride. You're going to be a beautiful wife. And John, you're a handsome groom, and you're going to be a great husband. And I'll tell you that this is kind of sad for Big Brother Randy, and I've been kind of mourning you leaving me for the last couple of years, ever since you fell in love with Rebecca. But life goes on, and you get married, and it gets better. So, yeah, you know I love you, John, and I miss you. But I do look forward to us maturing our relationship as fellow husbands, and probably soon fellow dads. What, 9 months, 1 day? I don't know. We're going to start taking bets. Big Brother Bill's over there. We'll start throwing some money in the kitty on that one. John and Rebecca, wonderful day, and enjoy your honeymoon. And I'm going to catch up to you when you get back. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Yes, John. Would you like to know?
All right. It's rolling.
Oh, dear.
Words of wisdom for John. We've kind of figured out how he knows you.
How he knows me?
Yeah, he's having
He's my son.
Yeah, I know. He's been having everyone come in, say their name and how they know John or Rebecca. And I said,
Well,
we kind of figured that out.
I remember that day very well. We were driving through Ypsilanti, and Arlen's was burning down. And I was trying very hard to open my eyes and see Arlen's, but it was very difficult. And then we got to the hospital, and he was born at exactly 9 o'clock. And the sun was shining so bright, and it was just wonderful. And I enjoyed the pregnancy so much, I almost wished he weren't being born. That's strange. It was such a delight, right from the beginning. Now what else?
Do you have any words of wisdom for John or Rebecca?
Oh, he's heard them all. Over and over and over and over. And he's followed them to the limit and to the letter.
How about stories?
And he'll continue doing it.
How about some stories?
They've all been told.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Can't think of anything that hasn't been. It's been fun. It's still fun. And with Rebecca, wow, I mean, this is just going on and on and on and on. More fun. More fun. They're both a delight. I guess that's it. Okay.
We're rolling. Tell me who you are and how do you know John?
John.
Or Rebecca?
Okay, Rebecca. Rebecca I'm better at.
Okay.
John I do know, but I know Rebecca better. Rebecca and I met, she's probably 3 or 4 years ago now, back in Temperance at First Baptist, and we became very good friends. And I'm getting really nervous now because John's like right here and I can't talk about him because John's standing right here. So anyway,
Beat it, John.
excuse these people walking through. Anyway, just we met, Rebecca and I were good friends and so forth, so we just have been close ever since. And then she met Aaron, and then we met John, and when they met, so that's about it. Any other questions?
Do you have any stories about Rebecca that you'd like to share?
I've got a ton of stories, but I'm not allowed to tell John. I don't know. I can't think of here, so.
How about some words of wisdom for John and Rebecca?
I have a silly one.
Okay.
And then Aaron has to come up with a series. The silly one is, Rebecca, when you wash laundry, put it all together so that the colors will bleed out, and then your husband will do the rest of the laundry forever. It works. That's a silly one.
My advice would be don't get married when it's too late, so. So, I don't have any.
We hope you guys have a good time on your vacation. We love everything you guys have done for us, and we just felt pleased to death to be involved in the wedding and so forth. So we'll see you when you get back, and thank you so much. We love you.
I can't hear anything. Tell us who you are and how do you know John and Rebecca?
Who's that girl?
Wayne and Lori Havens, and Lori is Rebecca's sister, and I'm Lori's husband. So, Rebecca, I believe I met you about 20 years ago, and you were 4 years old. And we were sitting at the breakfast table. It was the first time I ever came out to Michigan to visit Lori and her family. And we were sitting at the breakfast table, and you looked across at me and said, "Are you going to marry her?" And you pointed to Lori. Well, at the time we didn't know we were going to get married, but in time we did. And it's been a joy to know you, see you grow up, and spend many happy times with you. And we're happy for you and John, and trust that God will give both of you a happy life. And our prayers are with you, both. John, we haven't known you too long, but we know you're a good guy, and glad that you and Rebecca get along so well, and we trust God's best for you. As far as a piece of wisdom, that's tough to say because it's hard for me to live what I should, what God wants me to live, but I'd say it's from a husband's standpoint, the command is to love your wife as Christ loved the church. And if you can do that, you'll be doing a good job and your marriage will stay together. I'm still working on that, brother.
Okay.
Rebecca and John, just want you to know that we love you and have many memories together with you, Rebecca, all the times that you've flown out and stayed with us for 1 to 3 weeks at a time, and just all the special happy moments that we've had together, and many memories, and love you very much. And a piece of wisdom might be that you just allow one another to be who you are, to respect one another, to love one another unconditionally, and ask God for wisdom and for understanding every day. And thank God every day for one another. Thank each other and tell one another that you love each other every day. We love you. Bye-bye.
We're rolling. Tell us who you are.
I'm Becca's older sister.
Well, what would you like me to say?
Do you have any stories about her growing up?
I wasn't growing up with her too much.
Okay.
She was 3 years old when I got married to my first husband, and then I've been on my own since. But she's the baby of the family. Her name, was Big Guy. And a spoiled brat, but she's doing just fine. But other than that, Becca's a wonderful person.
Do you have any words of wisdom for baby sis?
Just always be an understanding, always listen. That's about it. Thank you.
Now, you're Rebecca's parents.
Yes, I am.
Yes, we are.
Do you have any special memory that you'd like to share of her growing up?
Well, maybe not of her growing up, but I remember there was a time just before she met John that she was wondering if she'd ever meet anybody. And then she said, she thought about it for a while, and she said, if I'm going to get God's best, I've got to be on the right road. I got to be on God's road. And I said, yeah, that's right, Rebecca. And it seemed like it was just a month or two later that she met John, and the rest is history.
Yes. And now I have 4 son-in-laws and 4 daughters. So I have my sons that I never had.
That's true.
And very proud of the 4 son-in-laws. The Lord really blessed me, that is the word. He said happy means blessed, and I'm happy and blessed.
That's about all we got to say.
Okay. Hey, who are you guys? What's your name?
My name's Julia, and
who's this guy?
And my name is Thomas.
Fingers down.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I need Thomas.
All right.
So much better. And I'm Melanie, and this is
John.
Emerson's. Of course, they know who we are, but we got another little one, Mitchell.
I want to get off.
Okay, get down.
Okay.
That was the kids.
That was them.
Hey!
Any special memories of
Put me on the spot.
John that
There's a
you'd
lot of
like to
them.
share?
I remember smelling always the pepperoni and mushroom pizzas that he used to bring or have delivered across from my bedroom. And I used to always go in there and try to snag a piece. He always had the cool bedroom because he had the TV. And then I got to move in there and have a TV. And then I did the same thing. I ordered pizza. He doesn't know that. But anyways, he started that problem. No, but it's been great growing up with you, John. And I'm glad we picked a good wife for you. I have to remember who set you up.
And who tried to keep it apart.
And yeah. And no, Thomas. And this has just been an awesome wedding. It really has. It's been really, 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 really good. Very entertaining, of course. And do you have anything to say?
More explosions. Hey, live long, prosper. No, I'm just really glad for you guys. I'm happy. I know you work out well together. You guys, John knows you have a special knack for listening, which is one of the keys to a good marriage. And that's the most important thing. Communicate. And like you said there, have dates and do everything else. And just have a good time, you guys. Rebecca, just, hey, I don't know, hang loose and have fun. Quickies.
Anyways, John.
That's an inside joke.
John knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sure Rebecca will know soon. Not right away though.
Censored.
Give her time. Give her time.
No.
Give him a few years.
But anyhow,
Anyways.
no, just have fun, enjoy life and everything, and that's it. I don't really have much to say.
Yeah, you better stop us while we're
So tell me who you are and how do you know John or Rebecca?
I'm Carrie Carter, and this is my husband Brian,
And I know Rebecca because our parents were friends and we grew up together. We've always known each other, and I can't really imagine life without her. So,
Ditto. No, I know Rebecca through Carrie.
Well, Carrie,
Best friends.
growing up with Rebecca, you must have some fun stories. Do you have one that
yeah,
you might like
the
to
night
share?
the night that we went to Cancun, Rebecca stayed up all night, and she was just wired on the plane trip out, and that was probably one of the funnest trips we've ever taken. It was just a fun all girls time in Mexico. We just had fun relaxing and staying on the beach. And the only thing I have to say really about them is that John is the perfect man for Rebecca. As soon as she met him, I think she pretty much knew that he was going to be the one. So no other guy could take care of her the way that he does.
Well, do you folks have any words of wisdom that you'd like to share as they embark on their marriage?
Just remember that little things can always be done later. Just always take time to talk. All the chores will eventually get done no matter what. They'll always be there waiting.
I'll just say, the things that they said to each other tonight, if they were to keep those promises and vows, that'll be fun. You'll probably find some testing during those waters over the next coming years. But the other vows that you may be praying together and so forth will help that.
We love you guys.
Okay.